If I stand on a first tee or a driving range, you'll see lots of golfers that struggle to get through the golf ball correctly. Now sometimes this is caused by the pattern of movement, but sometimes it's just really giving them the right concepts and motivation to get through the ball. Today I'll share with you the best exercises to help you fire through the golf ball correctly to improve your golf. So if I'm stood in that first tee, I will see lots of golfers on their back foot with a short radius to the through swing. Poor structure to the through swing, and that really causes you massive problems in delivering a consistent low point. And when we're talking consistent low point, if we don't get the low point in the right spot consistently, you will struggle to get the center of mass of the golf club and the ball to match up. We are looking for you to hit the ball in about the third groove, and to do that we need to make sure this club is descending to present that correct part of the golf club with shaft lean and get that hit, if you like, a bit later. So today I want to share with you some great concepts that are going to allow you to do that consistently. So some of the exercises I'll give you today will make you move that low point forward, and some will just be more the conceptual idea. Let's start with the first conceptual idea. Now I've got the alignment rods on the ground here as a bit of a reference point. So I've got a mid-iron in my hand here. So we're going to have the ball position in the center of the stance is where I'd have it to play this shot. And what I want you to do basically when you're playing this shot is to try and have the feeling of when you make contact with the ball, we're trying to get your shoulder on that alignment rod, which is basically where the ball would be, and your right hip or pocket as close as you can to that alignment rod as you can. So we're trying to drive the hook of the right side to that ball contact point. In the finish then, it's going to travel a little further forward. I probably wouldn't want your right shoulder to get too much past your lead foot, and your right hip would get pretty much level with the inside of your lead foot. So we're basically going to really try hard on driving it to those points just as a reference point, and then not worry about how much we kind of decelerate too much after that. Let's really try and focus on those as reference points. So we take our normal setup, ball in the center, lead foot slightly flared. Now focus really hard on the right pocket and the right shoulder. And that one there, a beautiful strike down the middle of the fairway. Good bit of divot as well after the golf ball. So just having that concept and commitment and trust to do that every time, it's going to start to give me a more consistent low point and presenting, as we said, the right groove to the right part of the ball. So that would be way number one. Now way number two is really about motivating your body to do more. So the idea would be to feel like we step out. So the best way in doing that is start with a slightly narrower stance. Now as we get about halfway up our backswing, left arm about sort of hip high, start to feel the lead foot move sideways to get that kind of lateral move, and then follow it through and drive through afterwards. So this is right, really getting the lower half to work first, and then try and feel, okay, let's try and cover the ball, move on top of it after we do that. So first of all, start with a practice swing, set up as normal, move your left foot in a touch. As you get about halfway back, move through. And we want to feel that we finish with our weight pretty much on that lead side. So when we go to hit a ball, narrow stance, and really feel we get that motivation to move forward. And try and move forward with everything. Try and shift that low point forward. So this is really focusing on the body in these first two things, the shoulder, the right hip, the lead hip, and the lead foot. Let's do a little bit on the arms now and try and get the arms through. So we have three exercises that tackle three different parts of the body to make you play better. So with the arms, we're looking for structure. We're looking for, can we get these arms out, stretched as far as we can? And we watch every single tour player and they're all in that position. They're all in that extension position with the arms, with the chest starting to go up, and the hips, if we can, beating the knee, the trail knee, all the way through the ball. So what we're going to do to encourage that is do what I call my ball forward drill. So if this would be a standard ball position, we are going to move the ball forward to a place that's kind of outside the lead foot. So just kind of on the outside edge of the lead foot. And we're going to step to the ball as we would do normally, or the pretend ball. And the idea is then, can we reach and deliver that loft, almost trying to hit the ball as low as we possibly can with the club head, with the loft, compressing it, whilst getting the body almost to go up as if we're trying to hit the ball as high as we possibly can. So the idea with the body, it's forward, it's shifted forward. It's a totally different position to what we started. And then we're trying to shift upwards. So we're trying to hit the ball low with this part, high with this part. And that gives us the right body dynamics and biomechanics to really drive and fire through the golf ball correctly. And the ball being forward, if we don't do it correctly with the club, we will top the ball or miss the ball. So we're really looking for that. Can I stretch through the golf ball correctly? Expect the golf shots to pull a little bit because it's more forward on the arc. And when you're moving the ball forward, it wants to come a little closer to you because obviously if that club's traveling on a circle, to be on the arc to make contact, it needs to come in a bit. So what we've done there is give you 3 exercises, and my favorite exercises to get you driving through the ball. One that focuses on the arms and wrists, one that focuses on the right side of the body, and one that focuses on the left side of the body. Now you could do all 3 and see which one gives you the best outcome, the best feels, and then spend more time on that one, or do all 3 for 5 to 10 balls each, and then go back to your normal shots afterwards. But when you hit normal shots, when we're on the golf course, the key for me would be to follow this kind of process. Practice swing, where you find the club kind of lands past the ball, make some contact with the ground or noise with the grass to show you've done that. Then when you go into the golf ball, the only thoughts in the downswing should be about commitment and drive through the ball. And that one was just perfect. Lovely divot, lovely strike, lovely compressed flight, and straight. So if I could do that every single time, then that would be absolutely perfect and I'd be a very happy golfer. Let's hope you are too.